Many families are now getting back into the school night routine. Do you ever find that you just don't have the time or the energy to prepare a huge dinner with all the fixings?
Where does it go? Today we're going to get not one but two family-friendly recipe ideas that'll take no time to put together. And here to help us do that is Chef Barbie Marshall. Thank you so much for coming back.
Thank you.
Love it when you're here. So what are we doing? What do we got here?
Okay, so we're going to make sausage and shells.
Ooh.
You can get your sausage from your local farmer's market if you have a butcher there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't have to get it with the casing, get it loose and in bulk.
Okay.
And what I do is, my kids, I have to make something easy, so this recipe is actually doubled so that you can have half tonight for dinner, stick the rest in
There
the
you
freezer,
go.
Yeah.
and have it for next week.
Okay, so
Okay,
tell us what's in it.
So what's in it? Onions, celery, carrots. I minced them up really small. My son was like 13 before he realized that he ate onions.
I love it.
Kids do that. So we're gonna add a little bit of olive oil into the
Okay,
pan.
and that's me, right?
And that's you.
Okay. How's that? More?
That's good. And you can add the onions.
Okay, these are the onions.
And so I just put them through the RoboCube. Remember what I told you, away from yourself?
He told me that before, during the commercial break. He's like,
You
always,
can add everything else too.
always put it in away from you so that it doesn't splash on you.
So it doesn't splatter.
Because I burnt myself last night.
So you're gonna add your onions, celery, and carrots. And this is a great way to get your carrots into your kids because sometimes they get really finicky, especially
Yeah.
when they're going back to school. And you know, some little kid says, "Ew, you eat onions," and that's it. Yeah,
It's done.
And so what you do is you add those into your sauces, all process and through the food processor. They never know that they're eating them. They get used to the flavors. And you can add a pinch of salt
Okay. Pinch of salt,
and some pepper.
pepper, and it's
And so now you can add your Italian sausage. And I use
Okay.
sweet just to show that the parents with young children, you don't want to use the hot.
Right.
And so you just want to break that up and let that brown.
okay.
And as soon as it gets brown, while you're doing this, you could actually bring a pot of water to the boil and cook some pasta according to the package directions.
Right, right.
So I made some small shells, and we're just going to combine that later. But you just want to let that cook just like you're doing and
Okay.
stir it so that you break the meat up. That way it
About how long
goes
does
in.
that take to cook now?
So that'll take about 3 minutes. And then what you can do is add the sauce. So we're
Okay.
going to speed it up. You add the tomato sauce, which you can find at market also.
Right.
Or you can take fresh tomatoes and make sauce out of them. If you don't have fresh tomatoes, you can use canned tomato sauce, crushed tomatoes. I prefer not to use like a processed tomato sauce, like spaghetti sauce.
Right.
Just because there's so much in there and it's
Right.
just so simple.
There's a lot of sugar in some spaghetti sauce.
There is a lot of extra ingredients that you want to be careful for.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Sounds
salt,
good.
pepper, some canned tomatoes, and what you'll wind
Voila.
up with is, how
Oh,
about you
okay.
keep going from here?
Right.
Is this beautiful sauce,
Oh my goodness, look at
and
this.
then you can add your cooked pasta right to that.
Just right into it.
Just right into
Okay.
it. So take that bowl and stir it up.
I'm gonna see if I can do this without spilling most of it out on the on
or
the cooktop
splattering
here.
like
Well,
I
it's
do.
an oval shaped bowl, so it works out really well.
Nice.
How about that?
Nice.
And you know,
so-
you'd never know that there are vegetables in there.
And you would never know that there are vegetables in there. So you can really hide that from the kids. You can mix this all up, and it's not extra saucy. So you could add a little bit of your pasta water if you wanted a little bit saucier. But I like it this way. This way
Yeah.
is perfect for me.
I'm just trying not to make a mess. Everybody
doing an
knows that's what I do.
excellent job
My job
of
is to
not
make the
making
mess.
a mess.
No, that's her. That's what she does well. I'm the
well,
one that makes the mess.
it's my week for kitchen duty, so don't
So
make a mess.
I'm not making a mess. No mess today. But this smells so good.
It does.
really does.
It does smell good.
And so to finish up this dish,
Okay.
all you have to do is scoop a little bit out into your new bowl.
Okay.
That bowl right there.
Oh.
And I gave you the big scoop spoon.
Nice.
There you go.
Now I got a leaf there. Do I
That's
leave
a
that
bay
there?
leaf. You want to take that out.
That comes out. Okay.
That definitely comes out.
Okay.
You don't want to eat that. Now you
'Cause-
can use fresh bay leaves or you can use dried bay leaves.
Just put it in the garbage.
See, Lisa was saving that for
put
me.
it in the
I was. She was gonna let me eat that. And I
All
make
right.
this one like
How
that one.
about you sprinkle it? Okay, well, I served that one with a nice big
You
salad
made that one
just
pretty.
because I wanted salad
That
with
looks.
it.
Oh, I would enjoy that. Okay, so I can just go over the top
So
here?
you can just go over the top with a little bit of Parmesan cheese, as much or as little
A
cheese
lot
as
of
you
Parmesan
want.
cheese.
A lot of
Lisa
Parmesan.
wants a lot of Parmesan
Just gotta do
cheese.
this.
Or
I'm,
you
There
can
you go.
I'm
use-
like you. I'm a
Or
Parmesan
you could
cheese
use
guy.
Romano because it has a little bit of extra salt. And then you can take some fresh basil leaves, which you can also find at market.
Okay.
And you can just tear those if you like. But you want to add that basil last because if you notice, once it goes there, it'll start to wilt and then it'll turn black. So
Oh, okay.
that's why you always get fresh basil on top of a caprese salad. It doesn't go into with it on the oven. Or
I had no idea.
margarita pizza, not a caprese salad.
Okay.
So,
All right,
about
well,
you?
we're going to let that cool down a little bit because I cannot wait to taste it. And Barbie, this is just the start of what you have for us today. Up next, we'll get another one of your family-friendly recipes.
Can't wait for this. But first, we want you to be a part of our studio audience. Great time for everybody, and that includes you. Book your seat by visiting WBOC.com, clicking on our picture at the top of the page, or just give us a call. There's the number right in front of you, 443-880-9116. Delmarva Live. We'll be right back.